Hey yo, what's going on, all my gamers, all my Wuthering Waves gamers? So, chat, I'm trying something new. I'm trying to be over here on the right for this video. And immediately I already don't like it. I'm not gonna lie. I already want to switch over back on the left side just because that's where I've been for like the longest time. But we'll just try it out for this video, see how it works. Because I noticed that I keep showing up on the wrong side of like videos. So like everyone makes sure to put things on the left side. So I was like, you know what? Let me just end up over here on the right side today. So chat, I wanted to talk today about Wuthering Waves. So people who don't know, Wuthering Waves has just released on Steam, and I wanted to kind of go over what the initial first day looks like. To be honest, it looks kind of a lot better than I would have thought. Let me open up a few more tabs here to get into different, into different games and what they're looking like. But as we see, Wuthering Waves in its second day-ish, about the second day when it was released. The first day it was only about 900 players, but this was around, what was it? I think it was 900 players from the first time it released, because when it released, it actually didn't release when it was live, if that makes sense. It was actually released around the time it went down for maintenance, because it was supposed to release on the new update around the new patch. So it went down, and that kind of, so that was down for about a bit. And then I think once the game opened up, it hit a peak of, I believe, 8,000 to 9,000. That's how it was in the first day. If you guys don't know, these games are based in China. For people who don't know who Wuthering Waves is, probably one of the best gacha games out there right now. Pretty much the best open world gacha game at this point in terms of like exploration and stuff like that. Story, some of the filler patches are definitely not the greatest, but what they have been doing in the main story is pretty good. It's very good actually. 2.2 was 2.2, yeah. 2.2 was amazing. And then the day after, I don't know what was it about the day after. I believe it's just because this is around the time that people can get to this game. Like, this is like you can kind of count the second day as the first full day that this game came out, because it will be, it'll include a lot more people. So that's why you see it has a peak at about 14,000 people. That's not bad, chat. That's actually a pretty good. And mind you, this is a game that has been out for a while, right? We're already on, I almost said season 2. We're already on the 2.0 patch cycle. So this game has been out for a bit. This is about a year in July, I believe it's when it came out. So this game has been out. And to see the amount of players that this game still attracts on Steam as a brand, quote unquote, brand new game, I have to imagine that, God, if I were to give it a number, chat, what do you think is a good number? I want to say, about 10,000-ish are brand new players. That could be it. We don't know how much of this is returning players who just want to play it on Steam. Sometimes you can add these games to Steam just so you have all your games centralized. The only thing that is kind of bad about these gachas is that you have brand new clients that you need to have. Like if I look at my toolbar right now, I have Girls Frontline, I have the Hoyoverse launcher, I have Wuthering Waves, I have Nikkei, I have PGR, and that's not even including the Google Play games like Brown Dust 2 and what's the other one, and Black Beacon. So a lot of these games will be scattered out for you. So if you want to, maybe a lot of people would like to centralize it, so they add Wuthering Waves to their Steam and not being new players. But as you can see, there's 9,000, almost 10,000 players going live right now. Now we can look a little bit more of the store data. It has about 14,000 followers. That's pretty good. It is actually number 25 of the top sellers, which that's pretty good. But you also have to remember, this is a free-to-play game. You can install this for free. I don't think it is the top. It's not. It's actually not the top selling game for Steam. Let's see. Wuthering Waves. Okay, it's a popular release right here. You can see it's a popular release. Just behind Caliber. Oh, God. Expedition 33 has 90,000 players in it right now. That's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. When it comes to all-time sales, I think PUBG-ish. There's PUBG in a different game that kind of outsells it because, those are free games and they've been around for a long time. It has about an 89% positive review. It has a lot of negative reviews. We might go over to Steam and we're gonna check that out just to kind of figure out what people are saying about it. But it's kind of nice to see that this game has a very positive review. Let's look at other games that are gacha that are exclusively to Steam. So we have Tribe 9 here. Tribe 9 has 600 players. Damn. Jeez. Oh, wow. That's really bad. I was not expecting that. I was expecting at least 1,000 players, maybe even 2,000 players. But 660, it's what it is, I guess. Let's look at Limbus Company. Limbus Company, about 13,000 concurrent players. I don't think this is the most, but, so far, pretty good, right? Nope. It has a peak of 24,000 players, but you have to remember, chat, Steam is the only place you can actually play Limbus Company, so this number is going to be a lot bigger. They had a peak of 69,000 players. Funny number. About 3 months ago, again, brand new game exclusively to Steam, so that's how that's going to look. I am curious to see how people are talking about this, so let's go over to Steam and see how people are reviewing it. All right, as you can see over here, we're on Steam, and I have a pretty good freeze frame right there because, these have video previews. Changli, amazing. Let's look at the previews they have. They have Zanny. They have a lot of Zanny pictures here. Wow. I wonder if they're going to update this. I think this is Chacona. How they show it? Wait. They're showing Chacona. She's not even out yet. I think this is Arrow Rover, I believe. Chacona. Is that spoiler? I don't think so. But yeah, they have Zanny and Chacona. I assume this is going to change per patch. I can't exactly confirm that because I don't know how any of the other games do it. So as you can see, I added it to my wish list or to my Steam just because, I can have it there. I didn't really download it, but I have it there just in case I ever want to download it to Steam, which I don't. So here are some reviews. Absolute Cinema. No, but seriously, the best gacha game out there, arguably. What this game makes better than the rest? Stunning graphics, absolutely. Character design, immersive world, intuitive progression, unless you're counting the ecosystem, in which case, no, absolutely not. Free to play friendly, yeah, I think so. Absolute peak gameplay, peak story, everything is peak worth it. I definitely think it's worth a try for anyone who hasn't played Wuthering Waves before. Now that you can get it on Steam, I say you should definitely give it a shot because it is a free-to-play game. There's no reason why you wouldn't want to try it. Let's see. Classic greedy gacha game, extremely bland open world, and some of the worst writing ever in gacha. I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to the 2.1 exploration story, I actually would agree. That was you know what? We've already talked about this a lot. I've already told you guys how I feel about 2.1. We don't need to go about this game. This game is good, but I will say one thing. I'm looking at the negative reviews right now, chat. I specifically went out to go look at the negative reviews. It's just more handsome Genshin, nothing more. It's still not fun to play. Boring scrolling, identical character designs. Damn. I guess they weren't a fan of Mommy Zanny. I will not take that slander. This game is good, but I will say one thing. Why can't you fix these account linking things? I don't know. Can't unlink an account after linking it? I'm past that. Are you... What? I'm confused as to what this is. This might be a Steam thing. I'm not entirely sure. I never had to link an account. It might be that. Another thing ruined by anti-cheat? Why? What? I was excited since I wanted to play Wuthering Waves on my Steam Deck, but of course anti-cheat comes in and ruins everything. I guess Steam Deck doesn't allow anti-cheat, but chat, I will say this now. They actually just talked about making a Steam Deck release. So if you're looking for a Steam Deck release and it doesn't work on yours right now, just know that they are working on it. I do want to be fair to them. They are working on that. I love this game, but please fix it so it works on Steam Deck. Oh, so these are just like Steam Deck reviews. I definitely think it's fine to leave a negative review if it is just Steam Deck related, because it seems like the Steam Deck players have been shafted. But you know, yes. So anti-cheat makes the game incompatible with Steam Deck. Chat, if you guys are a Steam Deck haver and you do want to play this game, I will say to be patient. Like I said, it will be coming soon. Let's see. Been playing this game since day one compared to launch. The game has made massive improvements, good changes overall from game. After discussion, wait, what's wrong with this? Oh, this is complaining about anniversary rewards. I mean, I don't know why. I don't know why you bring that to Steam. I've been looking forward to this game coming out so far. Sadly, I cannot recommend it because I cannot play it on Steam Deck. Yeah, so a lot of these are just Steam Deck reviews, and they're only about 400. Not 400. There's only about 50 negative reviews, all about Steam Deck, which, I don't want to make it seem like, oh my God, Chicona. I don't want to make it seem like the Steam Deck players don't matter. I want to have a good shot of Chicona there. So outside of Steam Deck reviews, there's just some people who, dislike it for one reason or another. But overall, a very positive reception to Wuthering Waves on Steam, which I'm surprised because I don't know. I feel like, I don't know why I feel like Steam was not going to like a gacha game. So there's 14 curators. Can I even look at this? Should I look at this? Chat, let's look at this immediately. Follow woke and censor games alert. What? Not recommended. Devs released a patch to censor game character models that were too. To be fair, they rebuffed Fleur-de-Lis. I do count it as a buff because her cheeks are out. Amazing, chat. Her cheeks are amazing. That's, God bless her and her glorious cheeks. Owned by China. Kuro Games is owned by China. Uses into kernel level anti-cheat. Who cares? Chat, what's on your computer that people can't see? That's what I'm saying. Go check. Hey, as someone who plays all these gacha games, it's not that big of a deal. I promise you. Just let it happen. Sounds kind of weird. Games in Japan, leading open world game, gorgeous EU4 visuals, and emphasis on travel and exploration. I can't, how do I say this? I can't emphasize this enough. It is very, very good for traversal and exploration. It's probably, I will say that it is probably the best exploration out there in an open world gacha game. Unless you own a lot of the characters from Natland, and as someone who does, not my problem, bitch. I own the characters. The exploration's fine for me. Chat, I will say that I do see a bright future for Wuthering Waves on Steam, although it did peak at 14,000 on its first-ish day. We'll call it the first official day. We'll call the first day a half day. I think it might be growing as it comes along. We'll have to see how these patches work out. I want to see how 2.4 will work and see how people feel about that, chat. Let me know, are you going to play this on Steam for Steam Deck havers? Is it a deal breaker? Or are you okay with waiting for the game to come to Steam Deck? Chat, let me know how you guys feel. Comment, like, and subscribe, become a member, and I will catch you gamers in the next one. Bye.